Well, that's it, folks. Wrap it up, tie a bow on it, bag it, and tag it, because Elias Pettersson is officially broken, I think. At least, that might be a presumptuous conclusion to make this early into the 24-25 regular season, but man, what was that? You know, I initially had this video and the title and the thumbnail and everything worked out to form some sort of Halloween-themed, spooky, Devils-related thing. That's kind of why we put the Guitar Hero 3 Lou character in the thumbnail and the Mortal Kombat Netherrealm in the background. I wanted to get all fancy with this one, but as the game went on, and as we saw more chances, more flubbed chances, more opportunities that did not end up actually registering on goal, as we watched the Vancouver Canucks get shut out by Jacob Markstrom and the Devils 6-0, the big narrative that I saw percolating all over social media was Elias Pettersson. This guy is just not himself. Something is going on here, and I don't think it's all too hot of a take to say that at this point. Sure, there were 6 goals, sure, there were a bunch of narratives that we can talk about, but let's be real. If you're a Vancouver Canucks fan, you're watching this video, you've tuned into these videos in the past because you like seeing the post-game commentary, you don't care about breaking down each of the 6 individual goals that the New Jersey Devils scored in this one. You care about some of the other narratives. Firstly, let's address the goaltending. Arturs Silovs, sorry, I think that a lot of the goals that he let in were not necessarily his fault, but at the same time, sometimes you just need a save. You can't be having your goaltender allow 6 goals on 22 shots. Arturs Silovs had a 7-7 save percentage in this one. That is unacceptable, no matter how many cross-crease, beautiful plays in front that the New Jersey Devils had, no matter how bad the Canucks defense was, because believe me, they were bad. Just the inefficiencies and the coverage, the man-to-mans. The Canucks got caught a lot in the New Jersey Devil zone, which led to a whole bunch of prime rush opportunities for Jersey in this game. And while it was 6-0, honestly, with the quality of chances that New Jersey had in some of those other opportunities, it could have very well been 7 or maybe even 8-0. The Paul Cotter chance in the third period stands out to me as one of those brilliant grade A chances that just did not go through, even though the Devils were gifted a really beautiful rush. Vancouver was just not helping out their goaltender at this one, but they still got a disappointing performance. It was all around here. You can't say, oh, if Kevin Lankinen started in this game, the Canucks might have would have won. Like, no, they scored 0 goals. Kevin Lankinen can't score any goals. Maybe at best, Lankinen, who is, at this point, better than Arturs Silovs, lets in, like, 3. Or maybe 4 of these goals. I don't know, it's tough to stop Nico Hischier on the rush on a 2-on-1. I don't know, it's hard to stop these tap-in backdoors from Jack Hughes. I don't know, it's hard to stop a shot that you can't see because Timo Meier shoots it through Tyler Myers' legs. It's just kind of bad. But other than that, other than the goals that were scored, we're going to stop talking about that. I wanted to talk about some of the other narratives in this one because one of the bigger conversation points about Vancouver hockey this year has been their top stars. In particular, Elias Pettersson has been getting all the flack, but in this game, I would say the others didn't really show up either. In fact, JT Miller and Quinn Hughes had themselves a really bad exchange on the man advantage, which led to the shorthanded New Jersey 2-0 goal. It was a terrible breakdown as the Vancouver Canucks on the power play were trying to get themselves going. It was a 1-0 game at this point in time. And JT Miller is at the left point. He's trying to swoop and do a little how you do, drop pass over to Quinn Hughes, but Quinn doesn't expect the pass. He thinks Miller is just moving to the opposite side. But no, Miller drops the puck off. Quinn Hughes is kind of checking a guy. He's kind of acting as a screen. He doesn't realize the puck's behind him, and then the Devils come back and they have a 2-on-1 chance. Hischier the shot, the rebound, and it's out for Dawson Mercer, who scores. By the way, both Hughes and Miller don't come back and extinguish the rebound effectively. They just kind of stand around there after skating hard back into the slot. Arturs Silovs got hung out to dry on that play. At the same time, he made the initial save. I don't want to be too harsh on Artie Party because a lot of these goals were not really his fault, but they were goals that if you get a save there, you get 2 saves, then all of a sudden your team has a completely different dynamic. The Canucks on the power play absolutely sucked in this. Like, obviously they were 0 for 4, they got shut out, but just looking at some of their movement in the offensive zone on the power play, how many power plays they have where they only had 1 shot? I think all of them, right? 1 shot, 0 shots, they were not getting anything on goal. The team was lackadaisical, the team was lazy, and they just didn't feel like a team that was dangerous in any respect on the man advantage. Maybe this is what happens when they play off against teams that are hard forechecking teams, like the Carolina Hurricanes, like the New Jersey Devils, where the Canucks are given very little space. Heck, I feel like the Devils in this one weren't really as hard-nosed right up in there as Carolina was the other night, but the Canucks still found a way to come back and tie that game and go to overtime. This game against New Jersey, even with the extended space compared to the Carolina game, they still just did not get anything done. And I feel like for EP40, the biggest narrative is on him because there was a moment at the end of the first period. Canucks on the man advantage, the face-off is won by Vancouver. Pettersson picks the puck up right there in the face-off circle. He has it. He's got a lane. I'm bringing up the graphics for this one because we never do this, but this was so egregious. Pettersson had the puck. He kind of stick handles a little bit. He shuffles to the side. He holds. He waits. 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 And then he shoots it. He doesn't even blink. He just stares down Markstrom for a good 3 years before firing the shot right into the guy's chest, and you can see the body language. Everybody's kind of disappointed. The fans on social media were breaking down. What are you doing, EP40? What? What is this? People are saying, oh yeah, look at that, Pettersson is turned into Mikheyev. Like, I saw that idea tossed around there on social media. People are joking around about it. Don't worry, I'm not believing that Pettersson is going to be a total bum like Ilya Mikheyev was, but oh my gosh, what a moment. If that doesn't encapsulate the either confidence issues or the physical issues that Elias Pettersson could be going through right now, then I don't know what is. It's the end of the period. You have to take a shot. You have to rip it on goal, and you have to make it look good. He just held on to the puck, stared down Markey for a good few seconds before just lasering one right into the crest. The NJ on Jacob Markstrom's sweater got scuffled a little bit in that play, rather than Elias Pettersson ripping it top corner or kind of making a dynamic move or whatever. No, he just kind of stands there. He just kind of looks. He just kind of shoots. And that's the play. That's the end of the period. Whatever. Then the Canucks started out in the power play in the second period, and then they got that shorthanded goal scored against them. Like, something's got to be wrong with the guy's confidence, or something's got to be wrong with his physical, his wrist maybe. I don't know. I'm not going to say that Pettersson had any other really good opportunities in this game, I feel. There was a tip chance that he had in the third that almost went through, but still wasn't able to go through. Jacob Markstrom, kind of a wall in this game, if you hadn't already been able to tell. I mean, I think Jacob Markstrom didn't even play, like, spectacularly out of this world amazing. Like, he was just good enough to get by. That's not to disrespect Marky Mark. I love myself some Marky Mark. But this was not a game where he had to make 3 or 4 crazy highlight reel, amazing high-danger chance saves. Like, he just kind of did his job. And at some point, you gotta recognize, if you have a team that is good enough, your goalie doesn't need to stand on his head every night. He doesn't need to do crazy Kevin Lankinen split across the cross crease kind of saves. He just got to do his job, and he can do well. Vancouver hasn't been setting their goalies up with these kinds of games. Even in the wins, Kevin Lankinen is making beautiful saves. This team defensively is just not it. They got exploited by Carolina, they're getting exploited by New Jersey, and Elias Pettersson is broken. He is not the same. And to any Elias Pettersson family members or friends that are watching this video, guys, don't send this video to him. Do you understand that that's the worst thing you could do in this situation? People like me, people on Sportsnet 650, people on Twitter, people on Instagram, on Reddit, we're just talking smack of our favorite hockey team. We are not supposed to be the guys critiquing and giving feedback to the team. We're just talking crap online. I feel like if Elias Pettersson or any of the players listened to us fools on social media, they'd be worse off for wear. So please don't send these videos to the players involved. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, though, about the Canucks losing to the New Jersey Devils. I hope you enjoyed this. And bye.